spirit today. And that's why, there's a spiritual. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. I want to thank CRLA. I want to thank Gibson and Dunn. I want to thank LCCR. I want to thank all the freedom fighters and soldiers, that is the mothers and parents who came forward and fought this fight. This case here is the Brown versus Board of Education in the Central Valley, in Modesto. You all made history. You're going to affect generations to come.
Thank you.
1992, I was suspended multiple times, recommended for expulsion. And if it wasn't for my father, Mac Wilson, I wouldn't be here today. He is my Joshua, and he's the one who made those walls came down in my life.
Amen.
With regard to my father, he said, you can make an excuse or you can make it your purpose. And so when I was faced with being kicked out of school, having nowhere to turn, except for my community who took me in, and a father and advocates from this community, many of whom are here in this very room today. But for you, I would not be here today. And so when you talk about making an excuse or making it your purpose, Advocates for Justice was formed to substantially reduce suspensions and expulsions, eliminate education disparities, and end the school to prison pipeline in our community. We know kids who are kicked out of school, more likely than not, end up in the criminal justice system, end up unproductive, end up facing long sentences without any hope, jobless, and full of despair. You know what, I was watching an animal show the other day, and it was about a herd of elephants. And there was a baby elephant. And the herd of elephant was looking after the baby elephant. And the herd, what the show said is that what that baby needed more than anything was love, support, and education. It didn't say water, food, protection. Love, support, and education. And if a herd of elephants could get it right, you would think a school district could get it right. And that's what this lawsuit is about. When we talk about Joshua fighting the Battle of Jericho and the walls coming tumbling down, you know, Joshua was out there for 7 days with the Israelites. And they marched around that wall each day. And on the 7th day, they marched around it 7 times. 7 times. And on that 7th time, they brought out the horn, and you heard a great shout from the Israelites, and the walls came tumbling down. The reason that's important is because when myself, Jacque, my father, George Russell, Mr. Johnson, a bunch of other community members came here 7 years ago when they got rid of John Irvin. That was the 2011-12 school year, 2012-13 school year, 2013-14 school year, 14-15 school year, 15-16 school year, 16-17 school year, 17-18 school year. 7 years. 7 years, and the walls are starting to come down. Now, I think Gibson and Dunn, LCCR, and CRLA. But I want to thank some of those warrior lawyers: Cynthia Rice, Jessica Jewell, Deborah Escobedo, Ben, Jacque, other folks, Jose Padilla, for having us involved. I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And I'm going to wrap it up because I want to be short. But we live in some difficult times, and we have a long road ahead. But I want to remind you of what Martin Luther King Jr. said. He said, we must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving. Thank you.